San Diego is located in Southern California on the Pacific Ocean and just north of the Mexican border. It is quickly becoming known as America's finest city. Famous for its miles and miles of white sand beaches and amazing weather, the city offers an abundance of fun attractions for visitors of all ages. It has a citywide population of more than 1.3 million and more than 3 million residents countywide. It is California's second largest city and the United States' eighth largest. It is renowned for its incredible climate, which is characterized as warm, dry summers and mild winters, with most of the annual precipitation falling between December and March. The average yearly temperature measures above 70 degrees and rainfall a mere 42 days per year. America's finest city also showcases many popular attractions for the whole family. These include SeaWorld San Diego, Legoland California, Safari Park, the world-famous San Diego Zoo, the Cabrillon National Monument, Balboa Park, Old Town, the Coronado Hotel, Belmont Racetrack, the beaches, La Jolla, Point Loma Lighthouse, Knott's Berry Farm, whale-watching cruises, sunsets, the Gaslight Quarters, Mission Beach, the San Diego Trolley, several casinos, many historic parks and museums, and the Midway Carrier Museum. There is also the fact it is a mere 17 miles north of the Mexican border and Tijuana. Many visitors make their way to San Diego to enjoy luxury spas, beachfront resorts, golf courses, festivals, celebrations, colorful neighborhoods, and the nightlife. Sports are also big time, with both college and professional teams like the Chargers in football and the Padres in baseball, and the San Diego State University Aztecs, the University of San Diego Toros, the University of California, and the San Diego Tritons. San Diego's economy revolves around the military, tourism, research, manufacturing, and biotechnology. San Diego has been heavily involved in military and defense since the days of World War II. It is home to the largest naval fleet in the world. Tourism is also a major industry in the city, with more than 30 million visitors each year. The only real question is whether there will be enough time to experience everything this great city has to offer. San Diego will truly be an unforgettable vacation. The 6 photos displayed above are several iconic views of attractions in San Diego that are representative of the attraction of this part of California. Number 1 is a statue at the San Diego Midway Memorial site of the famous kiss on Broadway that signaled the end of war with Japan. Made almost 70 years ago, it remains one of the most famous photographs of the 20th century. The sailor kissing on Hearst in Times Square on VJ Day in August 1945. The second is a symbol of San Diego. The iconic California Tower has served as a visual entry to Balboa Park since the 1915 Panama, California Exposition. The majestic tower, home to beautiful bells that chime every quarter hour, soars 200 feet above the California Building, which houses the anthropology-oriented San Diego Museum of Man. The third is the Cabrillon National Monument, is located at the southern tip of the Point Loma Peninsula in San Diego, California. It commemorates the landing of Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo at San Diego Bay on September 28, 1542. This event marked the first time that a European expedition had set foot on what later became the west coast of the United States. The fourth is a photo of the San Diego Harbor Drive view of downtown San Diego from a point next to the airport. The fifth is the entry sign to the San Diego Zoo is in Balboa Park, which houses over 3,700 animals of more than 650 species. It is owned by the city and pioneered the concept of open-air, cageless exhibits that recreate natural animal habitats. It is one of the few zoos in the world that houses the giant panda. The sixth is a picture of Mother Panda at the San Diego Zoo, photograph in its enclosure February 28, 2013. Balboa Park is a 1,200-acre urban cultural park in San Diego, California. In addition to open space areas, natural vegetation zones, green belts, gardens, and walking paths, it contains museums, several theaters, and the world-famous San Diego Zoo. There are many recreational facilities, gift shops and restaurants within the park. Placed in reserve in 1835, The park's site is one of the oldest in the United States dedicated to public recreational use. It is managed and maintained by the Parks and Recreation Department of the City of San Diego. Balboa Park is a primary attraction in San Diego. Its many mature trees and groves comprise an urban forest. The park is made up of more than 1,000 acres. It has 15 museums, various gardens, arts, international culture, as well as the San Diego Zoo. It is a place that offers something historical, horticultural, educational, and recreational for everyone. Approximately 14 million visitors come to the park each year. Displays of internationally significant art treasures, exotic animal species, unique model railroads, world folk art, sports memorabilia and rare aircraft to name a few are on view in the park's museums. This park is just minutes away from downtown San Diego. It is also renowned for its brilliant displays of seasonal flowers, shady groves of trees, and meandering paths through rolling lawns. Many of the museums along Balboa Park's Prado are housed in magnificent Spanish colonial revival buildings, originally constructed for the 1915 to 1916 Panama, California Exposition. It was the first time that this richly decorated, highly ornamental architectural style had ever been used in the United States. The rich ethnic diversity of San Diego is reflected in the park's institutions. The Centro Cultural de la Raza, the World Beat Center celebrating cultures of African origins, the Museum of Man Anthropological Museum, the Minjay Museum of International Folk Art, the Japanese Friendship Garden, and the House of Pacific Relations 17 cottages which are home to groups of diverse national origin. Balboa Park is a truly unique place where families can play, have picnic, and there is even 3 leash-free dog parks, lawn bowling, canyon trails for hiking and a golf course. It is a place that has something for everyone, and the famous San Diego Zoo is just a short walk away. It is truly a not-to-be-missed location for any visit to San Diego.